Are the Philadelphia Eagles really ready to let Nick Foles walk without getting any type of immediate compensation? According to a radio host in Denver, that's what they're going to do, if you believe this guy in Denver. So Cecil Lammy of 104.3 The Fan in Denver said yesterday on his radio show, talked to sources today. I found out that the Philadelphia Eagles are likely to let Nick Foles free and clear without any sort of tag and trade scenario, which is something people thought they might do. They thought they might go ahead and tag him and try to trade him away, but from what I've been told, they don't have the salary cap space to do that. Because of that, you're going to see Nick Foles free and clear. Interesting information, interesting thoughts. I think it's just mere speculation. The sources that he has, well, he doesn't have sources from the Eagles, I'll tell you that. So if I had to guess, I'm going to guess that he probably talked to somebody within the Broncos organization, and whoever that source was within the Broncos organization, probably speculated to him about the Philadelphia situation and what might happen. And I think that's probably what happened. I mean, it's obvious that, the Eagles are in a salary cap situation here where they'd have to shed a lot of salary in order to franchise Nick Foles and then trade him. There's a lot of moving pieces that would have to take place for it to happen. And that's going to be a video for tomorrow. So today, this video is going to be more about compensatory picks and what all that means and kind of explain to you some things about that. And, it's a confusing process, but I'll explain some things right now. So here's the thing about the compensatory pick game. And the Eagles, if they let Nick Foles walk, you're probably looking at getting a third-round pick back as a compensatory selection. So in order to get a third-round compensatory pick, the player that leaves in free agency, his average annual value has to be top three within the free agents that signed. So if that occurs, the Eagles will get a 2020 third-round compensatory selection from the NFL. The other thing to keep in mind here is each player that is signed by the Eagles cancels out a player that is lost. So, if the Eagles let, say, four free agents walk but then sign four guys, that cancels out. But I really believe that the Eagles are going to play this compensatory pick game this year because, again, the salary cap situation is a little worrisome. And, this scouting department led by Joe Douglas has really shown that they can draft well. And this is the first year where the Eagles are actually in the clear of that Carson Wentz trade. So they're not behind in the draft picks. They actually have more this year than they've been accustomed to in the last couple of years because of the Carson Wentz trade. So you got more picks at your disposal. You're going to have more picks at your disposal next year if you play this compensatory game. I mean, Brandon Graham, you're probably looking to get something for him. Golden Tate, maybe, if you let him walk. So, you're looking at getting some compensatory picks back. The maximum number of picks that you can get via the compensatory route is 4. So you can't get more than that. But, this is, a rule that was kind of put in place for the lower budget clubs. Lower budget clubs, they will lose free agents. And, these are the teams you got to draft well in order to compete. So there you go. And for the Eagles' sake, the compensatory game could work out tremendously for them with the way that they draft. I mean, Joe Douglas has been finding gems the last couple of years. So this is just a quick little video about Nick Foles. Mid-February is when, we're really going to find out more. Eagles, whether or not they want to pick up the option, the $20 million option, and then Nick Foles will have 5 days to make his decision whether or not he wants to pay $2 million to get out of it. The other things to keep in mind here, it's some people are talking about how, Nick Foles should be loyal to the Eagles about, this situation. But if Nick Foles, say he doesn't do the $2 million and he just does the $20 million, if he gets traded somewhere, the team he's getting traded to is losing assets. It's not helping Nick Foles out. So it's like, doing the right thing by the team isn't doing the right thing by Nick Foles, because if you trade him to, say, Jacksonville and they lose a first-round pick because of it, well, it's not going to be a first for this year because they're picking too high. But, there you go. So there you go. I mean, just some random thoughts in this video. This is basically going to be Nick Foles' trade week on the Bitterbirds. We got compensatory picks today. We got salary cap shedding tomorrow, and then I'm going to have Brendan on the show Thursday to really get into some trade scenarios regarding Nick Foles. So there it is. It's BDN week on BB. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care.